All right. What's happening, everybody? It's Y Breezy coming at you with a video that I wanted to make about every single color before the rest of the set comes out to really show you what the 5 cards I'm really looking forward to and what you might be considering for your deck as well. So let's just jump into it. At number 5, I do want to mention that number 5 doesn't necessarily mean it's the worst one out of them. I do think some of these cards are better than each other, but at this time, these are the cards I'm most hype about versus uh, very viability. Maybe these cards are going to be really good in certain decks, and we shall see when the cards really start coming out. At number 5, I do have Flynn Rider. His own biggest fan, the shiftable, evasive, and his lore is depending on how many cards your opponent has. However, this is not the only time the last effect might not be really important here because there's a lot of hand discard of it available that's coming out in the next set, alongside with another combo that's going to be really efficient, with the queen being able to discard a Flynn Rider to basically just lore for 4, bring it back with a with the action spell that brings a card back, and then all of a sudden you're playing this guy again, and next thing you know, you're luring for 8, basically. It's super nice. I highly recommend picking a few copies of this card if it's not too expensive. Right now at TCG Player, it's about $12, but the cards haven't been out, so we're probably going to see this either probably go down. And that's why I do highly suggest checking this card out. And at number 4, we got the best 4-drop possible. Daisy Duck, Secret Agent, 4-drop, 2/3 lore, with the ability that I just love. Whenever this card quests, each opponent chooses and discards a card. Man, that's going to be strong, isn't it? Being able to just force opponents to discard for the quest. You're guaranteed to play this unless they remove it when it hits the board. Which, guess what? They're going to waste resources on this. They're going to do a lot. This card is a lot. It's a great card. It's one of the better 4-drops, considering Emerald only has like Tinkerbell and Hans available. That's really strong. Before this, I think this is a shoe-in for most Emerald decks overall, just because it's a 2-lore already. I'd rather have the 2/3 with this ability than Hans at 3 at the 3/3 lore in the 4-drop position. So this card is going to be incredible, and that's why I'm buying 4, and that's why you should buy 4, because it's so strong. At number 3, we have Prince John. This card is incredible. This card offers a lot. Ward is an incredible ability, considering the only other removal option is going to be hard removals like Grab Your Swords, like Tinkerbell, stuff like that to do AoE damage, which you have a lot of options, but that's a lot of resources for a 3-drop. Even then, you're wasting a lot of resources to get rid of this card. But this cards are really strong this set, and I just can't imagine them not being good. Like these cards are going to be efficient. These cards are going to break the game in their own way. I do think that this deck will top events at some perspective, whether that be everything, it'll be top tier, maybe. We'll see. Again, we haven't seen them yet. So we're hoping these cards are these cards are oppressive in the sense of you're discarding a bunch, and this card allows you to draw. And that's, you're not minusing them, you're also plussing, so that difference is 2, and that's really important in a game where you are wasting cards out of your hand to create your resource as well. So I do genuinely think Prince John is going to cause a lot of trouble in those facing against those matchups coming in the future, and because of that, we have a lot of options with this card, allowing to draw. This card has to be removed out of the game. I don't think you'll ever really quest unless a 2 is going to be your winner, but again, those are one of those things where 2 is really good at the 3, but you're never really going to worry about that. The effect, I sentence you, the ability is insane, and you're going to really take advantage of that, and that's why I highly suggest getting some of these. I know they're going to be a little expensive, especially right now, but again, pre-order prices, don't be patient. Don't buy them just yet. Don't pre-order them just yet. We'll get there. But this is a must-have if you're considering Emerald discard. You're definitely running 4 of. So it's an awesome card. The foiling is beautiful if you haven't seen it. One of those cards that you just need copies of for sure. Number 2. This one's a tough one. I think number one's gonna be a little biased for obvious reasons, but number two, Cheshire Cat, the big one. First of all, let's just admire this art real quick. Let's just take a moment to really focus on this art. This card is one of the prettiest cards. It's gonna look amazing in the foil. It's gonna be amazing. I cannot wait to pick up copies. It's a really good card. I do think this card is gonna be expensive right now. Pre-orders at $30. I do think it's gonna go down, but this card is gonna be like John Silver levels of good. It's a shift 5, which is amazing because your Cheshire Cat is turn 3. People were considering cutting it earlier, but now we got it. We have the best cat. It's the we shift at turn 5. This is your shift 5. I mean, your shift makes your pool for the 4-5 ink guys incredible. You got Cusco, you got Mad Hatter, you got this now, you got options on options on options, and that's why this card is really good. And being able to banish chosen damage character is going to be insane. Because it's a 5/6, it's going to be hard to remove it alongside with the Emerald Steel deck that's I think is going to be insane. AoE damage and a lot of resist will make this card incredible. And I do highly suggest picking copies of this. Hopefully pack them. I do, if I were Money Man, which I don't bet anymore, this would be a beautiful enchanted rare. So maybe we'll see an enchanted rare. But my hopes aren't high. We got a genie last set, so maybe we'll get one of those characters like Cheshire Cat to be another Emerald Enchanted, which I'm hoping we get. If so, my wallet's gonna be a little upset. But this card is incredible. Being able to tap to banish chosen characters is awesome because with resist, it's already have evasive, so you're already not going to be worried about damage. But if they were to do a lot of evasive bonuses with the newer cards that give other cards evasive, this swap might be an issue. But with resist, guess what? You're not taking any damage. Cards like Smash isn't effective. So when you find a way to get this card even more stronger, this card is going to be a problem. This card is going to be a huge problem. And being able to tap banish with the combo with Tinkerbell, other cards that just do damage, this card is incredible. And I will be playing this card in my Emerald Steel deck that I'm going to be building on for the next set immediately. And that's why I think this card is one of the best character cards in the game moving forward. I mean, was this ever a doubt? I mean, me not putting this card at number 1, come on. It's pack tactics. I was very quiet about this card when the card came out because I was like, I'm gonna keep this to myself. This card is amazing. Let me explain. In Emerald Steel, where all you are doing is AoE, this card will win you games at turn 6s, 7s when your steel songs are getting wide with the Rockstar Stitch, getting all the draws. Guess what? 4, I'm gonna be questing for 10, so they can't go too wide anymore, which Emerald really struggles. Emerald is afraid of being against too wide decks because there's not a lot of removal that green Emerald offers. And because of this card's ability to do that for us, for a deck that is focused on getting the race early, getting ahead fast, making sure they're not going too wide, is this card right here. You can steal games with this card. And it's a Cusco card. However, this card is gonna be game changing for Emerald. Not only because people are gonna be a little bit more hesitant to go fast, go wide, go big, because all of a sudden, guess what? You played like 5-6 cards. All of a sudden, a 4 ink card is giving you 7 lore to win the game. That's huge. 7 is a big number. 5 is a big number. 5 is a quarter of the game right there. And because of that, this card is going to be big, especially with a steel matchup. Steel addition to it, where you can basically cause the damage with Tinkerbell and then all of a sudden gain the lore. And imagine this on a multiplayer game. You can just win games outright with this game if you play multiplayer pods. Guess what? Tinkerbell comes out next turn. If they don't heal, this card will win you like the game. It's incredible. It's insane. There's so many times where Emerald and multiplayer pads just die late because they just can't get that extra out of nowhere because things get removed fast. And because of this, this is my favorite card of the set, without a doubt, for Emerald. There are more cards, but this is my number one for Emerald. But that's the video. That's basically it. I hope you guys like it. Me going on and on about some card game about Disney. Hope you like it. If you liked it, hit that subscribe button, all that fun stuff. If you do share, like, all that, if you make it this far, first of all, you're pretty cool. And if you made it, might as well hit that subscribe button. You know, just do that. And I will see you guys on the next one. I'll probably do the other colors as well. So